Hey there, Slick. How you doing?
That better?
Let's split up and see what we can uncover down here. Let me know if
Guess that's the closest we can go. So a little bit right here. Yeah, see? The closest. Oh, it seems like we have to time travel a little bit, I think. Let's just hope I don't crash on my way here. Frick, it's a Diamond City, isn't it?
easy. I'm not looking for trouble.
Then you better start talking.
Will you just leave them alone? We're not meant to start trouble with the locals.
Yeah? Well, how do we know this ain't the man we're looking for?
He doesn't even match the description. Now come on, let's get going. We got work to do.
God, you son of... You got lucky this time, Wastelander. I better not see your face again.
Get lost, pal.
They're probably just looking for Jake.
Hey, all right! Another new client. Don't be shy now. No need to stay in the waiting room. Come sit your hip self down. Okay. How about some pie? Oh yeah! I like that look. The kind that says, don't start trouble with me unless you're cruising for a bruising. I can tell you're a guy with his head on straight. The smart, sophisticated type who really understands the way of things.
Nice to meet a friendly face.
You don't get just a friendly face, my friend. You get the whole package deal. The face, the talent, the unrivaled resourcefulness. You get the run!
I need to ask you something.
Ask away. Although I can't chat for too long, I'm expecting... Say... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I get the feeling you were sent here by Jake.
That's why I'm here.
When you're right, baby! And 9 times out of 10, the run is usually right. Gotta say, I'm surprised to see Jake partner up with someone. Always struck me as the lone wolf kind of guy, you know? But any friend of Jake's is a friend of the run's. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. The reason I asked Jake back here was so I could share some information. But since you're his partner, I can tell you the info instead. For a price. After all, I'm running a business here.
You've got my attention. Let's hear it.
As Jake tells it, you and he are building up settlements together. Now that's cool and all. But ease off the gas for a second. Have you stopped to think about the people joining those settlements? After all, it's the people that make a town. And surely you want the best and brightest, right?
Of course.
But you can't always tell who's hip just by looking. Or can you? You ever heard of a vigor tester? It's a kind of science machine, cooked up by pre-war nerds. It can measure a person's attributes. Use it to scan someone, and it can tell if they're as strong as a deathclaw, or as weak as a kitten. Smart as an AI, or as dumb as a mutant. Pretty rad! A useful device, especially for some cool cat wanting to find the cream of the crop. Just so happens the Ron knows where to find one of these Vigor testers. And I'm willing to tell you where it is.
Ah, your capacity for intrigue never ceases to impress.
Piper, please. The Ron's busy with a client. However, there is a small matter of payment for this information. 300 caps. Sound fair?
Sure. Here you go.
Oh, yeah. First things first, take this folder. That's all the info the Ron could dig up on the Vigor tester.
I've never seen that one before. Oh well.
Now, according to the Ron's records, last known location of the tester was Vault 81. But dig this! That vault's still active. Still has residents inside. So, common courtesy says, you knock first. If you can get inside, ask someone in charge about the tester. If it's still there, chances are they'd know. On a side note, if you're looking for able settlers, I got a few leads you might be interested in. Here, this info's on the house.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Ask, and you shall receive. Oh yeah! Since it appears Jake is busy, I suggest pursuing the Vigor tester yourself. If you don't know where Vault 81 is, it's near the old Chestnut Hillock Reservoir. Just look for all the water. You can't miss it.
Thanks for your help.
You are more than welcome. And remember, if you got information to buy or information to sell, then you come see the coolest cat in the Commonwealth, the Ron!
I know it's in Boston. So, choose Boston. Vault 81. Haven't been there ever. That's good. I'm also gonna set time travel to mess with these buttons here because I like to mess with buttons while I'm waiting. TARDIS boobies. TARDIS boobies. That's kidding. That's why I let you call these roundings, because I don't really know what these roundings on the console is. I know they're not buttons, because it doesn't give me a button option. So it's called the TARDIS boobies. Just for like no reason at all. This is actually my favorite console, because it has this. Yeah. This guy's over here smacking people's meat. I just tried a reference to the song we just heard. Dang, I never this is actually new here. Very new, yeah. It feels new because it feels kind of off. Feels like something's been added.
I heard about what you did for Austin. Yeah.
Yes?
You should be flattered. Not everyone gets a personal welcome from the Overseer herself. Normally, that's my job.
I appreciate the hospitality.
I can imagine. Being here must be a welcome reprieve after traipsing about the Commonwealth. Anyway, welcome to Vault 81. I'm Deputy Overseer Mansfield. If you've any questions or problems, please bring them to me. Otherwise, enjoy your time in the vault.
Can you take a look at these schematics?
Oh, goody. More junk from the Commonwealth for me to examine. All right, hand it over. I'll look. Oh, I know this device. It's the Vitamatic. The Vault's previous physician used it all the time. However, when Dr. Forsyth took over, he deemed the device too hazardous. Something about combustible tumors or some such. Is that why you're here? For the Vitamatic? If so, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you. Even if we no longer use the device, it's a rare piece of technology. I can't just hand it over to some unwashed outsider.
Maybe we can reach an agreement?
Perhaps if you were to perform a number of services for the Vault. You see, part of my job is making sure the Vault runs smoothly. This often means dealing with minor issues before they become a problem. If you've the wherewithal to solve a number of these issues, then I suppose I could justify giving you the Vitamatic as payment.
Yeah, sounds fair.
The first task I'd ask of you is rather mundane, but vital to the Vault's continued survival. You see, our Vault's reactors are kept running almost exclusively by a single robot, Old Rusty. However, due to his poor maintenance, Rusty requires a lot of oil to stay operational. A lot of oil. If you could bring, say, 10 units of oil to Old Rusty, that should ensure his continued operation, at least for a few months.
Sure, I can do that.
Your next task would be a little more hands-on. Recently, the Vault's been having some issues with its water supply. We've had to run the pumps at full power just to draw in enough water. And the water we do get is of questionable quality. I'd need you to check the intake pipe at the nearby reservoir, see if anything is blocking the water flow, and if it is, clear it. You may have to get a bit wet. If you manage to solve the issue, find and speak to Catelyn. She deals with the Vault's plumbing.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
I'll believe it when I see it. If you do succeed, I'll have one more task for you. Finish that, and the Vitamatic will be yours. Off you go.
Right?
Excuse my extremities.
Hey, Old Rusty.
How can I assist? Warning! Overdue for maintenance. Pardon me.
Here. This'll make you feel better.
Oh, thank you, sir. You are most considerate. Nothing like getting the oil flowing, eh?
I didn't know they needed maintenance. But hey, I'm learning some new stuff about these weird robots.
He's looking pretty bad in there.
Stay safe, sir. Found out. Yes. Hello again. Here to talk about our water problems?
Yes, I'm here to help.
Oh, good. It's about time someone did something. The Vault's residents have started to...
The water?
Recently, usually we just compensate, but we do have water in storage tanks, but...
I've got to get going.
Okay, bye.
If you need a doctor, Forsyth and Rachel are down at the medical center. They can patch you.
Whee!
Alright, where did my companion? Oh, there's my companions. Hello. What are you doing? Let's say you're getting ship clothes here.
You should stop by and see Horatio.
So, that... Swimming is most excellent cardiovascular exercise. but perhaps not so good in water.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hello again. Here to talk about our water problems?
You should have plenty of clean water now.
Was that you who cleared the water intake? I noticed the pressure's back to normal. I'm glad someone was able to do something. The water may still have a strange taste, but at least now we won't run out of it. Here, take this. I'm sure Mansfield's already paying you, but I want to give you a personal thank you.
It's like there was another dead body, but no, it's Medican. Love it, humans. Not trying to humble anyone here.
I've been hearing good things about you. Old Rusty's running at peak efficiency, and the vault's water problems have been solved. I didn't expect such confidence from a wastelander. I must say I'm pleasantly surprised.
I'm glad I was able to help.
And helped you have. Now that you've demonstrated your ability to get a job done, I feel I can entrust you with something more important. If you complete this last task, I'll be happy to reward you with a Vitamatic.
Just tell me what you need done.
Ever since we opened the vault, our safety has been of chief concern. We routinely send out security patrols. But recently, one such patrol has yet to report in. She's not yet overdue, but still, I'm concerned. A mercenary crew resides in the area she was sent to scout, and they've caused trouble for us before. What I'd ask is that you find our wayward patrol and bring her safely back to the vault.
Do you know where I can find her?
Yes. Her patrol route was between here and Forest Grove Marsh, so she's most likely still there. But with the mercenaries recently claiming that area, she may be in trouble. Hopefully I'm just worrying over nothing, but if you decide to do this, I'd advise caution.
Don't worry, I'll find her.
No, good! Once you've found our missing patrol, report back to me and the Vitamatic is yours. Good luck!
Hey, at least it's honest work.
Yeah, it's honest work until you get raided by raiders. Shutting the ship here. I know that's not in Boston anymore. Yeah, it's wait, outside of Boston. Yeah, I think that's a Sanctuary Hills problem. No, it's not. Meldon. No. How about Salem? Found it. Frick. Have to do that again. Forest Grove Marsh. Let's see if I'm... yeah. Also gonna try to time travel. Gonna go to the task. Yeah, because this is a time machine. Of course I'm gonna want to travel to the future. This is a horrible place to land. Covered in water. Apparently this place is flooded. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead. Please don't be dead.
It's happening.
But Algernon said...
We take our orders from Captain West, not Algernon.
Dead.
I believe we're supposed to file a police report, yes? And all the little things going back for evidence.
If you feel you need to...
Pulse and vital signs are still within acceptable
Back to the TARDIS, I
parameters.
guess. Could save someone. I'm gonna put my weapon up so that I don't accidentally kill an innocent. Found it. It was literally nowhere to be found. And my companions are...
Is it not I who is supposed to be tending to you?
Bro.
Much obliged.
Swear to God.
Of course.
She literally hurt herself.
Anything you need.
Getting inside the ship.
How much of this you think still
Biggest
works?
we've done is a retreat. But no. Because literally get herself hurt. Freaking idiots. I gotta turn off. Yeah, everything's all good. Move it. Thank God we're not in the old interior, because that would have been a pain.
Everything's under control.
Thank God Ashes is back. Aaron is crazy about that cat.
Enjoying Vault 81, Oh, you're back. But I can't help but notice there's not a certain someone with you. What happened to the patrol?
They're dead. I'm sorry.
You're serious, aren't you? When she failed to report in, I knew something was wrong, but...
I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you.
No, it's not your fault. At least now we know what happened. Despite the circumstances, you did as much as you could. I and the rest of the Vault are grateful for your assistance. The Vitamatic is yours. You'll find it in the Vault's clinic. Dr. Forsyth has been informed you have permission to take it. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I need to update the Vault's records.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even want the thing anymore. Because,
Yes?
Vault's got a sad little, situation there. I mean, I heard the pain in this guy's voice. Like, damn. At this point, I'm kind of a little, hesitant to actually take that thing.
Looking for a meal? See Maria. She runs the Sunshine Diner in the atrium.
It's good to be out of the lab.
Snatchy watchy.
Uh-oh.
Please don't be broken. Report back to Jake, which would be...
Too many miles on the road. At least the pay is...
Need to go check something real quick. Yeah, we're almost to the thing. So far, this console, this whole new TARDIS thing, is actually my favorite interior so far. I mean, it's huge, beautiful looking, cleaner, definitely like mostly, yeah, it's mostly cleaner. Kinda like its rim over here. That explains how that thing's being held. Yep.
Engaging hostile target.
Don't mind the robot, it won't hurt you. Or at least, I don't think it will.
I found it slumped in a corner in the Vault-Tec building. Figure I'd repair it. Let it give me a hand bringing back all the stuff we found.
Please contact an authorized repair representative immediately.
I didn't quite get around to fixing its vocal processor. Maybe later. Right now we've got more important stuff to be getting on with. How'd things go with the Ron? You have anything interesting for us?
Take a look.
Hey, I've seen one of these before. It's a vigor tester, right? Lets you measure a person's qualities. How'd they make it so tiny? One I used was the size of a whole cabinet. Hey, hold still for a sec. Well, ain't you a shrewd one? According to this, there's not a thing that gets past you.
Stop. You're making me blush.
Then my work here is done. The Ron really found this for us, did he? Not bad. This'll come in real useful. Help us assign the right people to work the right jobs. Here, you should keep hold of this. I think you'll put it to better use than me.
How were things here while I was gone?
Well, as you can see, I've been busy. I've been organizing everything we brought back from the Vault-Tec HQ, including the most important thing, the Vault-Tec version of a comm hub, or Vault Hub, as I started calling it.
Go on.
Actually, thanks to Vault Hub, I've already made some progress starting repairs to the real thing. Turn it on and I'll show you what I mean. I'm sure you remember that noise. What you're hearing there are radio signals from all the nearby ASAMs. Turns out that's how the sensors and the hub connect with each other. Kind of obvious when you think about it. Don't know how I didn't realize sooner.
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard.
Makes sense.
Now, if you listen carefully, you can probably tell something ain't right. Seems Vault-Tec had problems with their hub's receiver module. It can't establish a stable connection. But, watch what happens when we bypass the crappy receiver in the Vault Hub and instead patch in the far superior comm hub version. Now that sounds a whole lot better, don't it? Clearly the receiver from the comm hub works just fine. And that little demonstration is how we can use the Vault Hub to start testing components of the comm hub. Through trial and error, we can swap out parts, find what works and what doesn't, what we need to repair and what we need to replace. It'll be a slow process, but worth it in the end. I think we're finally on the road to getting a working comm hub, and more out of our ASAMs.
You've done good work.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I was actually worried you might be losing confidence in me. Glad to know I was wrong. Oh, and by the way, thanks to that little patch job we just did, technically speaking, we're now connected to every ASAM sensor in the immediate area.
Oh, yeah?
This means we can now remotely send and receive data to any nearby ASAMs. So here, take this. That's the holotape you found. The one with the new plot types. Why don't you load into that terminal there?
Excuse me.
You wanted more out of the ASAMs? Well, congratulations. You just uploaded data for 4 new plot types to all the ASAM sensors in the local area. Now, how's that for a little taste of what the comm hub can do? Not too shabby, huh? Although, keep in mind, when I said local, I do mean local. Right now, our range is fairly limited, at least for the time being.
Sounds like an important step.
It is, and I'm glad you see it that way. In any settlement that's not too far away, you'll now be able to build using those new plots. If you'd like, we could go test them right now. Or if you prefer, you can do it by yourself.
I don't need the help.
Fair enough. But at least take this holotape. All the information you'd want is right there, just in case you need it. Say, now that we've got a connection to the ASAMs, I wonder if we could establish communication with them.